So we meet to mark in a formal way the ending of Terry's earthly life, to commend him to God's eternal keeping and to lay his mortal body to rest in this place. A time of ending and a new beginning. The Christian hope that in life and in death and in all that happens in between, we're held in the love of an infinitely gracious God. And so an opening prayer. Eternal One, for whom day and night, ending and beginning are both alike, open our eyes and ears, our hearts and minds, that we may pause to sense your presence, and in you and in one another find consolation in time of grief. Draw close, we pray, to all who mourn. Let this be a sacred time in which we can acknowledge all that is good. Grant to us, O God, help in all our duties, guidance in all our perplexities, protection in all our dangers, and peace in all our sorrows. I've chosen these words from the Bible, which perhaps express the truth as we know it to be, that our journey through life is made up of all kinds of times and seasons. Some of them we anticipate and prepare for, and others come to us with little warning. And the truth too that we travel through life with the companionship of other people, and sometimes we must journey alone, and yet never truly alone, because we carry with us in life and beyond life the love of those with whom we've shared the journey. These words from Ecclesiastes chapter 3: to everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven. There is a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck what is planted, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to gain and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to throw away, a time to tear and a time to sow, a time to speak and a time to keep silence. And in a moment we'll take a time of quietness to remember Terry. I'm going to read these poems that I've just been asked to read. This one from your loving grandchildren. My granddad had dementia. He often needed help. He'd get really confused, you see. My heart would really melt. I'd help him tie his laces or button up his coat. I'd try and do the best I could to make sure he could cope. It's so important to be kind, the best person you can be, as you never know when you'll need help, someday that could be you or me. Now he's looking down on me from heaven up above. It's now his time to break free, knowing he is loved. Rest in peace, Grandad. And these words in loving memory of my dear Dad. You are too precious to be forgotten, and too priceless to be ever replaced. You were one in a million, and you'll always be the precious and unique Dad I cared for so so dearly. There are so many things I wish I had said and done, but sadly can no longer do now that you are gone. But I want you to know that though you're out of sight, you'll always be in my heart. I want you to know that I'll always cherish you. I'll always love you. I'll always remember you. Forever will you live on in my heart and mind. Forever will you live in my thoughts and never die. And until that day, when we shall meet again, I'll continue to cherish all my memories of you. With love, your loving family. Thank you for those. And so a time of quiet to remember and to honour Terry, his life and all that gave him purpose and the distinctive ways in which his life has influenced the lives of you and of others who have been part of his story. Time of quietness. Known Terry only a fraction of his life in these last couple of years when I've seen him in Park House, and three things he's spoken about: family, dogs, and how he was ready for this next step of his journey. He didn't fear death, he anticipated this next step. And so he goes with love, and we give thanks to God for his life. From before our beginning until after our end, love is, and love ever will remain. And so as we commend Terry to God's perfect wisdom and mercy, we lay Terry to rest in this place. Eternal God, we commend Terry to your everlasting love, and we commit his mortal body to the gentle earth, earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Releasing Terry from our earthly sight, may he be held forever in the hearts of those who loved him, and may eternal love surround and support all who hold him dear. For all who mourn, we pray comfort, healing and strength. We pray that this may be a place of connection and cherished memory, a place of peace and love. And for words of the Lord's Prayer, I invite you, if you wish, to join. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. And these words of Celtic blessing. Deep peace of the running wave to you. Deep peace of the flowing air to you. Deep peace of the quiet earth to you. Deep peace of the shining stars to you. Deep peace of the gentle night to you. Deep peace of Christ, the light of the world, to you. Deep peace of Christ, now and always. Amen. And may we each, as we go from this place, know that peace and that love which we cannot